Hey guys, welcome back to day 9. So, we are back with another interesting topic, which is we all at times feel that our English is broken, or we speak broken English, and we feel so ashamed of it, and we feel so shy, and then we start hesitating to talk to people and to practice more English so that we get better. Okay, so it really makes us feel very embarrassed, and we really don't know what to do next and how to improve this situation, or how to get out of this situation wherein we can speak more confidently and more fluently, right? We all must have faced this problem, or we all must have come across this problem at some point of time in our life, or when we have started learning to speak English. Well, guys, the first thing I want to say is congratulations. At least you have crossed that hurdle, you have broken that ice, you have come out of your cocoon or your shell, and you have started to speak in English. Exactly. You should be happy about it. Whether or not you're speaking good English or a broken English doesn't matter. A lot of us stop at that phase only. We feel hesitant, we feel very shy, and we are not very confident, and we feel like this is something which we are not able to do, or we can't do. So they don't get out of that, right? And they don't take that courage to step out of it and start speaking. At least, guys, you are there. You have started speaking. You are in the process of learning to speak good English, and you have started off. So, congratulations. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communication problems, and I'm here to help you out with speaking in English confidently and fluently. Well, we were talking about broken English. Now, the first thing I want to suggest here is we should not get into this word broken English. I guess, there's no broken English or correct English or perfect English. Okay, we should always think in a positive way. We should think that, okay, our English is not so good. Okay, or we are in the process of speaking better English. Okay, or we have not yet reached a stage where we can speak perfect English or good English or a better English. We can always put it like that. So forget this word broken. Okay, don't use this word broken English. You have just started to speak, so that is why you are not very good at making sentences and speaking correct English or correct sentences. That's it. And it's not a big deal. Okay, so what is this broken English, as we say, or not so correct English? Okay, I'll give you an example. The example is like Sunday. Last, I go mall and shop. I hungry kind of and eaten food. It was good. I had masti, maja. Okay. Now this is called broken English. What I have done is I wanted to say last Sunday I went to a mall and I had a great shopping experience. I was hungry after shopping, and I went to a restaurant and I had food. It was yummy and I had a great time there. So this I wanted to say, but since my English was not great, not good, I have just started speaking in English, I was not able to say this correctly. Okay. So guys, now how to correct this? How to start taking action, or how to fix this kind of speaking habit, or what we have just started to say. Okay. So let's get into the topic. So the example which I gave there, the difference was when I spoke later about the whole thing, and the first statement which I made, the difference was I was not able to, put the words correctly Okay, and I was not able to place it in a right order. Okay, and I probably missed out on some words as well. Okay, so the problem here is not about, you don't know English, or you are not able to speak English. It's just that, you have to work on your basics first. Okay, now how do we work on our basics? The first one is either, since we don't know how to construct a sentence, we are not able to construct a sentence, so we can go back and study grammar, and along with grammar we can start making sentences, the right sentences, and learn the process. Okay. The second one is we can always join an English class or a coaching institute where they help us to speak English. The third option is we can start listening. Okay, so I think the best option of all is listening. When you are learning basic English or basic things about English, the basic sentences, if you want to speak, I don't think you have to study grammar at that time, or you have to join a coaching class at that time, or you just have to do listening practice. Now, how will you do listening practice? Is you can listen to audiobooks which are available online. Okay, it's there. On search for audiobooks, you can put on your headphone and you can listen to a lot of audiobooks, whichever field you are interested in, whichever thing you are interested in. You just take, select that book and start listening to that. Okay, so audiobooks you can listen to podcasts, you can listen to any TED talk, you can listen to any commentary, you can listen to any news, you can listen to any celebrity talk show or any talk show for that matter. So whatever you have to do right now to learn basic English is to listen and listen. But it's just not that you have to listen only. You have to grasp things. You have to see how the people speak English. See, while talking or while communicating, we always speak limited words and we always speak the same sentences again and again. English is very vast. Okay, but usually while speaking, we don't use the whole English in one go. Okay, so if you hear me, if you hear somebody else, if you hear 10 other people also on the same subject, on the same topic, you will get to know there are such limited words and sentences which are used to express the same idea. Okay, so it's not difficult at all, guys. You can always select a topic and start listening topic wise, which is very important. So topic wise, if you listen, you will get to know their vocabulary, the words which are used for that particular topic, and it will be easier for you to make sentences out of it. So always start listening, start grasping, start looking at things like how things are spoken and how the sentences are made. Okay, so this will help you a lot in improving your basic English. By basic English, I mean just describing a situation. For example, like I'll describe my situation right now, what I am doing. It's like, okay, I am sitting in front of a camera. Okay, I am recording a video. I am recording this video for my subscribers so that they learn English. So these are the basic simple sentences which we all can use and we all can make, right? It's just that we have to take a little effort in understanding the process and understanding how to do it. So give some time, start listening, active listening. You have to be active while listening so that you understand things and you are able to replicate it. Okay, or practice it. The second one is watch cartoon movies or any cartoon series for that matter. My daughter watches Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Botoons, Minnie Mouse, Botoons and Mickey Mouse, Clubhouse and Playhouse. So those are the series. Then she also watches Rainbow Ruby. So there are a lot of cartoons which you can watch. The advantage of watching a cartoon is their English is very simple. They speak small sentences, they speak simple English. You won't find any accent problem also there. And what you can do is you can repeat after them. Whatever they have spoken, the sentences, you can just pause and you can repeat after them. Start practicing this. Okay, listen to people or listen to things or listen to any piece of video, whatever you are watching, and pause that and repeat after them and see how you can also use that word or that sentence in your own words. For example, if I am listening to something and I heard somebody saying, I like to dance or I love dancing. Now, when I hear this, I love dancing, I'll pause then and there and I'll start, thinking about what else I can say about this same sentence, how else I can make. I love singing, I love cooking, I love sleeping, I love studying, I love going for shopping. See guys, how simple it is. You can just listen to one sentence but the person is speaking and then you can just start practicing like how many more sentences you can make out of it. Right? This way it will be your practice also, and then it will get in your brain also, like since you are practicing that, and whenever you come across anything you can just use that. Okay, suppose if right now I go to the kitchen and then I start making tea, immediately I'll say, oh, I love tea. Okay, so you get into this habit. Once you get into this habit, it is going to help you to get out of the situation wherein you'll never speak broken English. Okay, coming to the third one is watch animated movies. Now, why I've made these two sections different? Because when you're watching an animated movie, I'll give you an example. You can watch Ice Age. It is my all-time favorite, guys. Ice Age, I watch all the seasons many times. Okay, so Ice Age is something you can watch. Angry Birds you can watch, and there are a lot of animated movies. Many more animated movies are there. So you can watch those movies, and what you can do is you can turn on the subtitles. Okay, their English is a little difficult to understand at times, so you can turn on the subtitles, and what you can do is whenever the sentences are written in the subtitles, you can pause and start reading it out loud. Okay, so those subtitles, those sentences, start reading out loud and see what is the idea of that sentence or what is it trying to convey. Okay, and then you focus on how it is constructed, how that sentence is constructed. So guys, those are also very simple English. It's not an advanced vocabulary, advanced English which they speak. So that is why I'm suggesting you to watch animated movies so that you understand word by word. And if you read out the subtitles, you will understand it more clearly. You will get an idea, see how the sentence is constructed, and try to make something on your own as well. Taking that as an example. As I suggested in my earlier example that, if you hear I love dancing, you can make many more sentences out of it just by using I love. You can just replace dancing and you can make many sentences out of it. Okay, so try practicing these methods of improving your English. Okay, it will help you in filling that gap. Like when you speak broken English, it will help you to fill that gap and understand how sentence can be constructed. So use simple sentences only basic sentences. And this is how you will learn how to make basic sentences. You don't need grammar here, guys. The fourth and the most important thing is practice, practice, and practice. Now, here by practice, what I mean, so I've spoken about listening, how you can practice listening basically, you can hear to audiobooks and all those, then you can watch cartoon movies and animated movies. So those I've spoken. Now, practice is something which you have to do, which is your part. Now, what else you can do to improve or get out of this situation? Okay, wherein you don't speak broken English or you don't speak incorrect English or not so correct English. The first thing which I would suggest is start asking questions or start making question sentences. Okay, now question sentences like, what are you doing? What is this? Okay, so when you're sitting in your room, you can just look around and say, what is this? Oh, this is a pen. Again, you can look at something else and you can say, what is this? This is a diary. Okay, so likewise, you can start making sentences or start asking question sentences. Okay, what is this? What are you doing? Why are you going out? Okay, lot of these questions you can just come up with and answers also. Okay, these are small sentences, right? What is your name? My name is so and so. What are you doing? I am shooting a video. Okay, so you just get into this habit of asking questions to yourself and answering it. Okay, so what is my plan for today? I am going to office today, or I am going to college today. How will you go to office? I'll take a cab to office. So this way you can just start building up question sentences and answering those questions. These are very short questions, simple sentences you have to make. Okay, short questions. It will be easy for you to make those sentences, right? So you can ask question and answer it. Start practicing this. It will improve your English. Second thing is greetings. So whenever you meet somebody, what you say hi, how are you? Right? So you can practice that, right? Hi, how are you? And what will be the answer? And then you can practice the answer also. If somebody says hi, how are you? You say, yeah, I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Okay, this is a basic we say when we meet people, right? So why can't we prepare and get into this habit? We start speaking it, right? About the greetings also. Whenever you watch something, you see somebody speaking like this, saying something about like, how about you, or what are you doing? Just note it down or start using that, right? These are small sentences and very, basic sentences which we use every day. So this will also help you to correct your English. Third thing is describe things around you. As I said, you can look around and say, what is this? What is that? Why is this falling here or kept here? So you can ask those questions. Now what you can do is you can start describing things. If I see a pen, I can describe, oh, this is a sleek pen, or this is a black pen. It has a black ink. Okay, so these are simple words or sentences which we can use about the pen. Okay, so likewise, whatever is kept in your room, or if you're sitting in your living room or in a kitchen, you can start describing things. Okay, it will help you to make simple sentences and it will improve your sentence making skills as well. Okay, and at any point of time, if you feel that whether you're making right sentences or not, you can always go to chat GPT, write in your sentence and ask if it is correct or not. There are other sites also, other apps also which does this, but I don't want to get into all these things. Maybe I'll make a separate video about it. But yes, chat GPT, you can just put your sentence and see if it is correct or not. You can just write it and it will give you the answer. Try using this as well. Okay, the fourth thing is mirror talk. Guys, this is very important. And at any point of time, you can talk to yourself, right? In the morning when you're brushing your teeth, you can just talk to yourself about how your daily routine or day would be like. What are your plans for the day? You can talk about in front of the mirror. Like if I get up and say like, I'm going to have breakfast first and then I am going to go to office. In office, I have a meeting at 10:30. After the meeting, probably I'll go for a tea break. And then when I'll come from the tea break, I will see what is assigned to me and I'll start working on that. Till the time it is 1 o'clock, I'll go for lunch. Okay, so these 3-4, it's so basic and simple sentences I'm making, right? Guys, don't get into the trap of advanced English or making heavy and big sentences. Don't get into that trap. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look attractive at all. Simple sentences are the best sentences, and people generally use simple sentences only while speaking or communicating. Why? Because it gives a clearer picture of the idea. It helps the other person to understand your idea better. Okay, so try doing this. Another thing you can do is whenever you're doing anything, like if you're in the kitchen, you're cooking something for yourself, if you are washing your clothes, if you are walking in a park, or if you're eating, try speaking in English about that process. Okay, if you're eating, suppose if I'm eating dal, rice and sabzi or vegetables, so I'll say, okay, today's lunch is rice, pulses and mixed vegetable. It tastes very good. It's a wholesome meal. It's very homely and it's delicious. These 3-4 sentences you can say, right? Okay, so start doing that. Or if you're cooking in the kitchen, you can always say, I'll take a pan, I'll put some oil in it and make some vegetable or egg or whatever you want to make, upma or poha. So you can just describe the process, like if you're putting a turmeric, a red chili powder, a coriander powder, you just describe the process, entire process. It's very simple, it's very easy, guys. You will also enjoy doing that. So guys, start getting into the practice of doing these things. Once you start doing these things, once you start making basic sentences, you are on it. Nobody can stop you then. Start following these processes, guys. I'm sure it is going to help you. See you. Bye-bye.